What is your biggest Uno reverse? When I got diagnosed with fibromyalgia 3 years ago, my world collapsed. The constant pain, the fatigue, the brain fog, it was like living in a body that had turned against me. But nothing prepared me for what my husband of 10 years would do next. He started treating me like I was contagious, rolling his eyes when I couldn't get out of bed, making comments about how convenient my flare-ups were whenever we had plans. The worst part was when he told me he couldn't be shackled to an invalid for the rest of his life, and that I was probably faking it anyway. He filed for divorce 6 months after my diagnosis, left me when I was at my absolute lowest point, barely able to function, drowning in medical bills and trying to figure out how to live with this new reality. But life had other plans. Exactly 1 year after our divorce was finalized, I got a call that changed everything. My ex-husband had been in a motorcycle accident. The doctor said he'd never walk again. His girlfriend, the one he'd started seeing before our divorce was even final, disappeared within weeks of his accident. Apparently being shackled to an invalid wasn't appealing to her either. Then came the call that almost made me laugh out loud. His lawyer contacted mine last month with the most audacious request I've ever heard. My ex-husband wanted to know if I would consider becoming his legal caregiver. According to his lawyer, I was the only person who truly understood suffering and could help him navigate his new reality. I had my lawyer send back a response that took me exactly 0 seconds to decide on. No. The same man who abandoned me for being disabled now wanted me to care for him in his disability. The irony was so perfect, it almost felt scripted. Sometimes the universe has a twisted sense of humor. And sometimes, just sometimes, it's absolutely beautiful.